Ever since I was too young to drive, I loved Jeeps. I worked in a plant nursery and saved all my money between the time I was 13 and 15 and bought my own. It was a blue CJ7, and it was a complete and total wreck. It ended up getting sold so I could, yeah, you guessed it, buy another, a 91 Wrangler. All that being said, I was recently offered the chance to drive this pristinely restored Jeep M38-A1, and I couldn't pass it up. Keen-eyed viewers will remember Billy and his Jeep from a previous video, which I'll link right now. Okay, now on to the driving. Billy gave me 2 bits of advice before we took off. The first thing being, this thing will tip very easily, so don't turn hard or you'll flip it and die. And then 2, this thing doesn't have seatbelts, so if you turn too hard, you'll probably fall out and die. Comforting. If you've ever driven a Jeep, even a newer one, you know that nothing really drives like one. Jeeps as a breed are not what you would call fleet-footed, but this, one of the early Jeep models made for military use that would later evolve into the venerable CJ5, is slow and ponderous on road, but incredibly agile off. The military suggested speed limit for this thing is 45 miles an hour. It's even marked on the speedometer. If you want fast on-road, well, you should know better and shop somewhere else. For motivation, the M38-A1 used the Willys Hurricane F-head 134 cubic inch inline 4-cylinder engine, a T90 3-speed transmission, Dana 18 transfer case, and either a Dana 25 or Dana 27 front axle and a Dana 44 rear. This Jeep has to be one of the most interesting things I've ever driven. The clutch take-up is roughly half the distance of a yardstick, and the diameter of the steering wheel is more than that of one of the actual wheels. Because of the age and original purpose of this vehicle, the steering has a good bit of play in it. As you're driving, you constantly have to correct for small movements here and there. I mean, distracted driving in this thing is not even an option. Because of the aforementioned lack of seat belts, whenever there's even a slight turn, you have to post your left leg against the body of the Jeep in the hopes that the vinyl seats, which are flatter than Kansas, won't deem you unworthy and launch you into oncoming traffic. The Hurricane 4-cylinder and the T90 3-speed are a little tricky to get the hang of. The 3-speed takes a lot of practice to shift, and at high RPMs, the combination of engine and transmission noise makes a distinctly tractor-like sound. But honestly, now that you think about it, isn't that almost what this is? It was originally made to be a do-anything-go-anywhere vehicle. It drives like a tractor because that's mostly what it was used for. A majority of these were even equipped with a PTO, or power takeoff, to work on different accessories in the field. In summation, after having the pleasure of driving this relic for a few short minutes, I can say without a doubt this is truly the roots of Jeep, a go-everywhere, do-everything tractor that can haul you and 3 others anywhere on the globe that's green. And some of the blue parts too. Thanks again to Billy for letting me drive this classic, fully restored Jeep. I really appreciate it. If you want to check out any more of my videos, please click on one of these right here or subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, guys.